Hey everyone. In this video, we're going to take a look at a couple of different ways to simplify expressions. So the first property we're going to talk about is the property combining like terms, which is adding or subtracting the coefficients of each of your like terms in your expression. In order to decide if you have like terms, they must have both the same variable and the same exponent in order for them to be like terms. Okay, so down here we see a quick example using a and b as our coefficients. Okay, ax plus bx, what I'm doing here is I'm adding just the coefficients, a plus b, and I'm keeping my variable exactly the same. That's not changing. All right, let's take a look at a couple of numerical examples. Okay, so in a we have 3x squared minus 5x squared. Again, here you see you have an x squared in both of your terms, meaning they are like terms. They have the same variable and the same exponent, so I'm going to just combine my coefficient. 3 minus 5, which gives me a negative 2x squared, and that's my final answer. Again, negative 2 is the coefficient, and then the x squared stays the same. You don't do anything with the exponents when you're combining like terms. All right, in b, I have 10x plus 3x minus a negative 7x. This minus a negative is pretty much like having a plus here. So now we just combine all of our like terms because we have an x to the first in each of these. So 10x plus 3x is 13x, plus 7x would give me a 20x. And in the last one, we have negative 2x and negative 3x would be like terms, and we have 5y and 2y would also be like terms. So let's go ahead and combine those. Negative 2x and negative 3x is going to give me a negative 5x, and 5y plus 2y would give me a 7y. And again, that would be my final answer here because we have an x and a y which are not like terms. So you cannot combine that further. Okay, next up we'll discuss the distributive property, which is just multiplying the number on the outside of your parentheses by each of your terms on the inside of your parentheses. Okay, you can see here a was multiplied by both of our terms, and in the second one a was multiplied by both of our terms. Okay, let's look at a couple of quick examples with this. In the first one, I'm distributing this negative 3 into my parentheses, so negative 3 times 2x is a negative 6x, and negative 3 times 4 is going to give me a negative 12. Again, there's my final answer. There's no more like terms to be combined there. And in the second one, distribute my negative 5, and I get negative 15x minus 10y. Again, there's your final answer. X and y are not like terms, so you cannot combine those. And in the final slide here, we have a combination of using both the distributive property and combining like terms as needed. All right, in the first one, I'm going to, again, look for my parentheses first. So I'm going to distribute this negative 2 into my parentheses. Now notice I circled the entire term negative 2 because that's what's being multiplied into my parentheses. The negative is included. Okay, so the 3x gets brought down. Negative 2 times 4x is a negative 8x. And negative 2 times 2 is going to give me a negative 4. Now I can combine my like terms, negative 5x when I do 3x minus 8x minus 4, and that would be my final answer. And in the last one, again, parentheses is the first thing you deal with. Whenever you have parentheses, distributive property, 3x, when I do 3 times x, 3 times 5 is 15. Distribute this positive 2. Okay, so 2 times negative 3 is going to give me a negative 6x. And 2 times negative 6 is a negative 12. Combine my like terms. I get negative 3x. 15 and negative 12 is going to give me a positive 3. And again, final answer here because there is no more like terms to combine. All right, so those are a couple of important properties to know when simplifying an algebraic expression. Always look for the parentheses first and then combine your like terms as needed.